The graph f prime of x, the derivative of x, reasonable, is shown to the right. Which of the following statement must be true? Must. As opposed to may or possibly. The graph fx has a relative minimum at x equals -2. Whoop. Ooh, green. Okay. Yes. Relative minimum. So left of -2 it's going down. And then, yes. So you have something like this. Going down to the left of -2 and going up after -2. So that is relative, I'll call local minimum. There's a lot of M's and N's in that. Kind of like assassin. So many of the same sounds. Redundant. Very nice. Minimum. Okay, yes. So x equals -2, minimum. Local minimum. The graph of f of x has an inflection point at x equals 1. So this is a f prime of x that we're looking at. So to find an inflection point, we want to see a change in slope of the graph. And by change of slope, I don't mean, 1 to 2. I'm talking about from negative to positive or positive to negative. And so we get a slope of 0. So slope is 0, and then it goes here from positive slope to negative slope. That positive slope to negative slope on a graph of f prime of x will imply a 0 on the graph of f double prime of x. So it goes from positive slope to negative slope. So this would be a terrible graph of f double prime of x. So yes, that is possible. I would say even mandatory. So that one is also true. 1 and 2. The graph of f of x is concave down for 0 less than x less than 5. So looking at this guy right here. Whoop. Ooh, purple cyan. I think this is cyan. So right here. No, that doesn't look true at all. Okay, so concavity is, so you have your graph, then you take the derivative, you get your slope. You take the derivative of your slope and you get concavity. And so the relationship between the first derivative and the second derivative will then be slope. So if it's concave down, that means the slope of f prime of x has to be negative, has to be going downwards. And this is not a downward slope between 0 and 5. You have some ups and downs, and that's no. So that is not true. So false, true, true. And for this one, it'll be 1 and 2 only. Yes. Well done. Good job. Go team.